Hi, welcome to the Guaranteed Retirement Guy Show. My name's John Stevenson, and I'm going to be talking to you or showing you today the highest MYGA rates or multi-year guaranteed annuities. So rates are high right now, and it's a good time. There's a lot of people buying multi-year guaranteed annuities. It's nice because they provide CD-like rates, but they also protect you from liens and creditors, and you get tax-deferred growth. So there's a lot to like about MYGAs. And so with a multi-year guaranteed annuity paying anywhere between 4 and 5%, it's a lot better than 2 years ago. So take advantage of it when you have the chance to. So right now, I'm going to show you everything that's available. And of course, you might be watching this video 3 or 4 months later and rates might be lower, but they're still probably going to be pretty decent. So I would encourage you to book a call with me. Okay, there's a link below this calendar and we can look at all of the top MYGA rates. I'll show you everything that's available and I'd be happy to put you in any one of these contracts. I do it all day long and I love helping people with guarantees. So let's look at my screen and I'm going to show you all of the top ones right now, at least as of the day of this recording. All right, so with a 2-year, you can see these are showing the top 3, by the way. So the top 3 for every single period. Now, and I'm basing this off of someone who's in Texas, who's 65, who has 500,000. Okay, it's not going to change if you're 60 years old and you're in a different state. It's going to be the same annuities. Okay, for the most part, there are some states that do not allow certain companies, or maybe they have certain legislation that will not allow certain annuity providers to offer that product there. But for the most part, we can get you what you need. All right, so let's take a look at this. So $500,000, and again with MYGAs, one other thing to think about: if you got only $100,000, and I say only, I mean there's a lot of people who would put $100,000 in. That's a decent amount of change. The reason why I say that is because there are low and mid and high bands for MYGAs. What does that mean? Well, it means if you put in under 100,000, they will most likely give you a lower rate of return. And then they might give you a little bit higher return if it's like 150 or 200 grand. And then if it's over 250, they'll give you their highest return. Okay, that's not like that for all annuity providers, but for some MYGA contracts, that's exactly how they operate. And so because of that, I'm going to show you something with a $500,000 investment because I know that it's going to basically put it in the highest possible rates that you can get. Okay, so remember that. If you book a call with me and you only got $100,000 to put in, you might have a slightly lower of a rate, but maybe not. Okay, it just depends. It depends on the time period that you lock it in for. Okay, all right, so for the 2-year, you'll see the highest 3 are Exonic, Aspida, and GBU Life. In fact, they all happen to be A-rated. That's even better. So you've got the highest rate of 5.25 with a guaranteed ending value of 553 versus 4.8, guaranteed ending value of 549. Okay. And then some of them have different free withdrawal provisions. You got none in the first year for this one, but then 10% after that. And then you got the Aspida does not offer you a free withdrawal at all. And then you got GBU Life that offers you free withdrawal of 10% from beginning. Okay. That's pretty good. So we look at 3 years. And again, Exonic is on top, paying a 5.45, followed by Farmers Life and Heartland National. Okay, and they all have their different free withdrawal provisions in there. If we look at the 4 years, Nassau is paying a 4.95, and America is as well. In fact, you notice the free withdrawal provisions are exactly the same. So if I was to pick between the two, of course, I get an A-rated company, which is giving me 5%. So again, Clear Spring will give me a free withdrawal of more than 5% after the first year. So if you want higher withdrawals, that's something to think about. Okay, for the 5 years, Farmers Life is paying 5.6. Not bad. Heartland National, 5.5. Exonic, 5.5. So they're all pretty close to each other. And the first 2 will give you interest only, and the Exonic, of course, will not give you anything in the first year. But after that, they will, 10%. Okay, 6 guaranteed years, or the 6-year MYGA is 5.25, 5.2, 5.2. Okay, so most of them are around the same range. That's nice. Equitrust, they are B++, but I've sold a lot of them. They are a great company. They're rated A by Fitch and by Standard & Poor's. The only one that has not rated them an A yet is AM Best. Okay, 7 years. Heartland National. Most of my clients, when they're purchasing MYGAs, they're usually purchasing them for longer periods of time because they want to lock in higher rates of return for longer. So right now, Heartland National is paying 5.65. That's pretty good. And that's why I sell them. Farmers Life, 5.4. NASA, 5.25. So again, if you're looking for highest growth and you're okay with interest-only withdrawals, or if you want to let it sit and compound, you'll have a guaranteed ending value of $734,609 at the end of 7 years. That's pretty good. All right, 8 years. Ecker Trust, again, beating everyone out. 5.35 versus the lowest at 4.8. The 9 years, Liberty Bankers, 5.1 versus the lowest at Oxford is 4.75. But the downside for Liberty Bankers is there is no free withdrawal provision. Ooh. So if you wanted to have access to some of that money, or at least have the ability to access that money, you might want to think about either ClearSpring or Oxford. ClearSpring doesn't give you any access in the first year, but they do after that. And then with Oxford, though, they are the most lenient. They'll give you interest only if you want it in the first year, and then after that, 10%. So definitely, if you're looking for just the highest flexibility, probably Oxford would be the best for that. Otherwise, highest rate, Liberty Bankers. All right, let's look at the 10-year. Heartland National paying 5.7. Wow. Guaranteed ending value of $870,000 after a $500,000 investment. Pretty good. And they'll let you take interest only. That's pretty nice. So let's take a look at that. What would that look like if I want to take interest only? Well, go in here and say, all right, $500,000, 5.7. And this is showing, of course, the account value if you let it sit there and compound. But if you lived off the interest every year, it'd be $28,500. Then at the end of that period, you take your $500,000 and put it into something else. Just I would caution you, if you're looking to lock in higher rates, especially for lifetime income, you probably want to lock that in instead of doing this, because if rates are lower in 10 years, you're not going to be able to lock in as much income. Okay, so just remember that. But if you let this thing sit and compound and grow, you see every year it grows. By the time you reach the 10th year, you've got $823,000 earning that growth rate. What was it? Yeah, 5.7. So yeah, $46,937. Wow, what a great payout. So the end of that, you've earned $370,000 in interest, and you pull out $870,000 right here. And you can, if it's in an IRA, then just put it back into your other IRA, or if it's in a non-qualified account, then if you take it and put it in your bank account, of course, you're going to be taxed for that, for the $370,000. Or even if it's non-qualified money, you can 1035 it into another annuity contract and keep it tax deferred. So that's pretty nice too. All right. So these are the top annuities. So if you have any questions, okay, if you want to book a call and you want to look at the top annuity rates right now, either for income, for growth, or what we're talking about right now, the top MYGA or the multi-year guaranteed annuities, then book a call with me. There's a link below this video. Go straight to my calendar. You can ask me all the questions you want. I'll be happy to help. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'm not going to try to do any high pressure sales gimmicks. Okay. Really what I want to do is show you everything that's available. And of course, if you're looking to buy, I would love to help you purchase. Okay. I'll be there to help you before, during, and well after the sale of that annuity contract. So again, if you've enjoyed this video, if you have received any value from it, I hope that you will I hope that you will subscribe to my channel so that you'll get all of my awesome content that comes out each week. And I hope you share it. I hope you comment. And I'd love to answer those questions as well. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.